Srimati Vrinda Devi, Tulasi Devi.
I have explained about Srimati Vrinda Devi or Srimati Tulasi Devi as explained by my spiritual master His Holiness Sir Krishna Goswami Maharaja. Once upon a time, there were two Vaishnavas, namely Dharmadvaja and Kusadvaja. They were worshipping goddess Lakshmi, and for many years they performed great austerities. King Dharmadvaja was married to Madhavi. After some time, she became pregnant with a partial incarnation of goddess Lakshmi. However, the infant remained in Madhavi's womb for 100 celestial years. Then, on an auspicious day, in the month of Kartika, she gave birth. Partial expansion of goddess Lakshmi appeared as Srimati Tulasi Devi. There were marks of the lotus flower on the infant's feet. Her face looked like the beautiful moon, her eyes were like lotuses and lips were like bimba fruit. Her palms and the soles of her feet were red. Her complexion was white, like a champaka flower, and her hair looked beautiful. Because her beauty was incomparable, the sages called her Tulasi. Tulasi was previously an associate of Srimati Radharani. Tulasi went to Bhadrakashram to perform austerities to get Lord Krishna as her husband. She performed austerities for 100,000 years. For 20,000 years, she ate fruits and water. For 30,000 years she ate dry leaves. After that, for 40,000 years she was just breathing, and for 10,000 years she ate nothing and did not breath at all and just stood on one leg. Finally, Lord Brahma came and said, "O Tulasi, ask me for a boon." Tulasi said, "Previously I was a gopi, I was an associate of Srimati Radharani, I am a partial expansion of Srimati Radharani and was her favorite companion. One day Lord Krishna became very intimate with me and I fainted from excessive joy. Srimati Radharani became upset and cursed me to take birth in Bharatvarsha. Lord Krishna said, 'You will take birth in Bharatvarsha and marry Lord Narayana.' Lord Brahma said, 'O Tulasi, Sritama was a partial expansion of Krishna and was one of Krishna's cowherd boyfriends in Goloka. As a result of a curse by Srimati Radharani, he is presently living on earth among the demons. His name is Sankhacuda. While living in Goloka, he was very attracted to you and wanted to marry you. But because he feared Radharani, he did not say anything. I have explained this pastime in detail in my another post, Srimati Radharani cursed by Sritama." Lord Brahma continued, "Just as you are Jatismara, that is, one who knows her previous births, Sankhacuda also is. Remembering his past desire to be close to you, he had formed severe austerities to obtain you as his wife. I now wish to grant his desire. Therefore, O beautiful one, please agree to wed him. However, later on, by the special arrangement of Providence, you will get the beautiful Narayana as your husband. But after that, you will curse him, and you will be transformed into the world-purifying Tulasi plant, holy basil. You will be the best of flowers and dearer to Narayana than his own life. No one's worship will be complete without your leaves. You will remain as a tree in Vrindavana and will be widely known as Vrindavani. The cowherd men and women will worship Lord Hari with your leaves. As the presiding deity of the Tulasi plant, you will always enjoy the company of Krishna, the best of cowherd boys." Tulasi Devi said, "O Lord, please grant me the following boon, that I lose my fear of Srimati Radharani." Lord Brahma replied, "O child, I shall now give you the 16-lettered Radha mantra. By this boon you will be as dear to Radharani as her life, and she will approve of your intimate dealings with Krishna." Lord Brahma initiated Tulasi Devi into the 16-lettered Radha mantra, the hymn, and the mode of worship of Sri Radha. Then, blessing her, he disappeared. As directed, Tulasi Devi engaged herself in worshipping Srimati Radharani and, after 12 years, attained success. Tulasi was in the prime of her youth and she longed for the company of Sri Krishna. But while she slept, Kamidva, the god of love, affected her and she started seeing Sankhacuda in her dreams. I will explain in brief birth and austerity of Sankhacuda. Dhamma's chaste wife gave birth to a radiant-looking son. Dhamma invited the sages to his place and had the postnatal rites performed. There was great jubilation and, on a favorable day, the father named him Sankhacuda. To obtain a boon from Lord Brahma, Sankhacuda performed great austerity in Patkara for a long time. Lord Brahma went to Sankhacuda to grant him a blessing. Lord Brahma asked, "Tell me what boon you want." Sankhacuda said, "Please make me invincible to the demigods, and also enable me to marry Tulasi." Lord Brahma replied, "So be it." Then he gave Sankhacuda the divine amulet of Lord Shri Krishna. This amulet, called Sarvamangalamaya, conqueror of the world, was considered the most auspicious of all auspicious things in the world, for it guaranteed victory everywhere. Brahma continued, "Now you should go to Badarikasrama. Tulasi Devi is performing penance there by her own will. You should marry her there. She is the daughter of King Dharmadvaja." Lord Brahma then disappeared. Tulasi Devi saw Sankhacuda approaching her in his jeweled airplane. Sankhacuda sat down and said to her, "O beautiful girl, whose daughter are you? And how have you come to this forest?" Tulasi Devi wanted to test Sankhacuda first and said, "I am the daughter of King Dharmadvaja and have been practicing asceticism here. But who are you? And why are you talking to me? If a nobleman sees a virtuous woman alone, he does not talk to her. Do you understand the nature of women? They are not trustworthy. I am not going to be faithful to you." Sankhacuda smiled and said, "Women who are in the mode of goodness are virtuous and pure. The sages declare them to be excellent. But those who are in the modes of passion and ignorance are not so praiseworthy. I have come to you by Lord Brahma's command to marry you according to the Gandharva rite." Tulasi Devi was very pleased. Lord Brahma appeared and performed the Gandharva rites. Sankhacuda then married Tulasi by the Gandharva rite. They went to different mountains, flower gardens, caves, beaches, riversides, and forests. Wherever they went, they enjoyed each other's company with great satisfaction, never tiring one another. Sankhacuda then brought Tulasi to his own kingdom and there they continued to delight in each other's company. Sankhacuda enjoyed his kingdom for one Manvantara, 4,320,000 years, and, during that period, gained control over all the Devas, Danavas, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, and Rakshasas. Demigods went to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma took them to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva then took them all to Vaikuntha and complained to Lord Narayana. Lord Narayana explained the history of Sankhacuda, and gave trident to Lord Shiva to kill Sankhacuda and explained that Lord Shiva won't be able to kill him until his amulet is taken away and Tulasi's chastity is violated. Lord Narayana said, "I will go to him disguised as a Brahmin and beg the amulet from him, and later I will go to Tulasi as Sankhacuda and violate her chastity. Then he will surely die. Later, when his wife leaves her body, she will become my dearest wife." Narayana then gave Lord Shiva his trident. Lord Shiva gets ready to attack Sankhacuda. Sankhacuda accepts the challenge. Lord Shiva, Kartika, Nandi, Mahakala, Bana, Manibhadra, the 8 Bhairavas, the 11 Mayudras, the 8 Vasas, the 12 Adityas, Indra, Agni, Chandra, Visvakarma, the 2 Asvini Kumaras, Kuvra, Yama, Jayanta, Nalakuvara, Vayu, Varuna, Buddha, Mangala, Dharma, Sani, Kama, Ugrachanda, Katari, the 100-armed Bhadrakali, as well as many other personages gets ready to attack Sankhacuda. Then Kartikeya arrived and he bowed down to his father Lord Shiva, who asked him to sit on his left side and help him. The army remained there in battle array. Sankhacuda tells Tulasi about the imminent war and tells her not to worry even if he dies, we will be back with Radha and Krishna in the spiritual world. And they prepare for war and there are 300,000 forces on the side of Sankhacuda. Lord Shiva at that time was staying on the banks of the Puspabhadra river at Siddhasrama. This holy place was known to enable sadhus to easily attain perfection in yoga. The Puspabhadra River was 40 miles wide and 4,000 miles long. This auspicious river offered great spiritual merit and was always full of transparent, sparkling water. Sankhacuda is very respectful to Lord Shiva. Upon seeing Lord Shiva, Sankhacuda got down from his chariot and, with his entire army, bowed low to him. He also saluted Bhadrakali, who was on Lord Shiva's left side, and Kartikeya, who was in the front. In response, they bestowed blessings on him. Sankhacuda quickly got up, bowed down to Lord Shiva, and ascended his chariot with his ministers. Lord Shiva ordered his army to be ready immediately, and Sankhacuda did the same. Then a great battle ensued. Many mystical and supernatural weapons were hurled, and numerous demigods and demons were killed. The fight continued for a long time and all the demigods and demons stood watching it. Kali was now infuriated. Just as she readied herself to throw the Pasupata weapon, a heavenly voice from the sky cried out, "O goddess! Do not throw this missile at Sankhacuda. So long as Lord Hari's amulet remains on his neck and his wife's chastity is not violated, the king cannot be killed even by the never-failing Pasupata weapon." Lord Brahma gave him this boon. As the battle between Lord Shiva and the demon king continued, the heavens, earth, mountains, oceans and rivers shook and trembled. Dressed as an aged Brahmana, Lord Vishnu approached Sankhacuda and requested, "O king of the Danavas, please grant my request. You give away in charity all kinds of wealth and riches, so please grant me what I desire. I would like your amulet." Sankhacuda thus handed over to the disguised Lord Vishnu his divine amulet. Then Lord Vishnu assumed the form of Sankhacuda and went to Tulasi Devi's palace. When he approached the entrance, he created the appearance of a victory homecoming, causing others to beat their drums and to shout victory. Lord Vishnu in the form of Sankhacuda tells Tulasi that he won the battle. He defeated Lord Shiva and Bhadrakali. And Tulasi has a relationship with Sankhacuda which is actually Lord Vishnu, so her chastity is violated. Lord Shiva then fires the trident. The trident was 14,000 cubits long and 100 cubits wide. Sankhacuda, seeing its coming, dropped his bow and arrows, sat down in a yoga posture, and meditated on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, and he is killed. Lord Shiva tossed the demon's bones into the sea and these bones became transformed into all the conchas in the world. They are always considered very holy and favorable in the worship of the demigods. The water in the conch is also considered very sacred and satisfying to the demigods, as sacred as the water in any holy river. It can be offered to all the demigods but not to Lord Shiva. Wherever the conch is blown, Lakshmi dwells there with great delight. If one bathes with the conch water, this is equivalent to bathing in all the holy rivers. Wherever the conch is placed, Lord Hari and Goddess Lakshmi live there, and all inauspicious things disappear from that place. However, if a low class or people who do not follow regulative principles blow the conch, Goddess Lakshmi becomes annoyed and, out of fear, travels to other places. Lord Shiva favored Sankhacuda by releasing him from his curse, and thus he regained his original form as the cowherd boy Sritama. Radha and Krishna were very happy to see Sritama back, and Sritama was also very happy, but Tulasi was not happy. She felt cheated, as she realized that the person she is having a relationship is not like Sankhacuda. Tulasi said, "Who are you?" Lord Vishnu assumed his original form, and Tulasi said, "I am going to curse you. You are like a stone because your heart is like a stone. You are merciless, you violated my chastity and you have killed my husband. Your devotee committed no offense but for sake of others you killed him. Why?" Seeing her so upset, Narayana, who is a notion of mercy, tried to console her according to dharmic rules. He said, "O exalted one, you performed austerities for a long time to get me as your husband. And Sankhacuda also performed austerities for a long time to get you as his wife. By that austerity, he fulfilled his wish. It was then necessary for me to fulfill your wish. For this reason, I did what I did. Now leave your earthly body and assume a spiritual body and be married to me. Be like Lakshmi. Your body will become a famous river known as Gandaki, a virtuous, pure and transparent river in this holy land of India, which is now in Nepal. Your hairs will be transformed into holy trees, and since the trees will be born of you, they will be known as Tulasi trees. All the residents of the three worlds will perform worship with the leaves and flowers of this tree. Thus, you, Tulasi, will reign as the best among trees and flowers. As for me, by your curse, I will become a stone and remain close to the bank of the Gandaki river. Millions of Vajrakita worms, with their sharp teeth, will make convolutions or rings in the stones there, representing me. These will be known as Saligram Silas or sacred stones. In the picture you can see seedling of Tulasi plant and the mala around it is Saligram Sila mala that I got when I visited Devprayag. Below I mentioned some of the benedictions Lord Narayana gave to Tulasi. In detail this pastime is mentioned in Padma Purana. Lord Hari will not be as pleased with the gift of 1,000 jars of honey as with one Tulasi leaf. Offering one such leaf as a gift will bring the same reward obtained by offering millions of cows. If one offers Tulasi leaves during the month of Kartika, he gets the same rewards as those just mentioned. If at the time of death, one drinks or gets the Tulasi leaf water, one will be freed of all his sins and proceed to Vaikuntha. Whoever drinks the Tulasi leaf water daily will be redeemed in his lifetime and receive the benefit of a dip in the Ganges. Whoever plucks a Tulasi leaf, keeps it on his person, and then leaves his body in a holy place, will go to Visnuloka. Anyone who worships me with this leaf daily will reap the blessings of 100,000 horse sacrifices. Anyone who leaves his body holding a Tulasi leaf in his hands will be saved from all sins. Anyone who wears a necklace composed of Tulasi wood, will surely, at every step, get the reward of a horse sacrifice. In Padma Purana is mentioned in detail of different shapes of Saligrama Silas. Wherever there are Saligrama stones, Lord Hari himself exists. And wherever Lord Hari is, Goddess Lakshmi and all the holy places also exist. By worshipping the Saligrama Sila stone, one destroys the sin of having killed a Brahmana and any other type of sin. If one worships the Saligrama Sila, one acquires the merits of bathing in all the tirthas, holy rivers, and being initiated into all the Vedic sacrifices. When Lord Hari stopped speaking, Tulasi left her physical body, assumed a celestial form and went to Vaikuntha. There she remained in the heart of Sri Hari, as did Goddess Lakshmi. Lord Hari also went with her to Vaikuntha. As soon as Tulasi Devi quit her physical body, this body became the Gandaki river, and Lord Hari manifested himself as the mountain on the bank of that river, giving spiritual merit to the people. The worms on that mountain cut and fashion, that is construct various kinds of stones. Those that fall into the river and assume the color of clouds, without a doubt, yield results, but those that drop onto the dry land become brown by the sun's rays and unfit for worship. Whenever I upload new video, I update homepage glories of Holy Dhamma of my website Vatikandustan.org and also under menu. You can also press the YouTube subscribe button to receive notification. I am thankful to my subscribers and viewers for their support in my small devotional service for Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Sri Gauranga.